Welcome to the podcast, Hater Proof. Most for self-improvement, good for your listening parts. Stay tuned. This is the Terminated. Today is Wednesday. That is the day, or the evening, or the morning, wherever you're at. That's what it is. And it is the 12th of May, 2021. And I'll begin with your briefing for this evening. Number 1, hostilities between Israel and the Palestinians worsen with mob violence between Jews and Arabs in Israeli cities while rockets and missiles streaked overhead. Israel claimed that the assassinations of senior Hamas militants impounded both military and residential areas across Gaza. The militants have fired more than 1,000 rockets aimed at cities across central and southern Israel. Above a building in central Gaza was leveled to the ground after an Israeli air raid today. An Israeli military official said 3 infantry brigades were, quote, preparing for a worst-case scenario, confirming that a ground invasion of Gaza could follow the bombardment from the air. But the most shocking developments occurred on the streets of Israel as rival Jewish and Arab mobs attacked cars, shops, and people in several cities, leaving some fearing that the decades-old Israel-Palestinian conflict was heading into new territory. More than 50 Palestinians, including at least 14 children, have been killed, according to Gaza health authorities, and in Israel, the death toll reached at least 7 people, including a 6-year-old. A U.S. envoy is heading to the region to urge calm. Airlines in the U.S. have started to cancel flights to Israel. Number 2, House Republicans ousted Representative Liz Cheney from the leadership for her refusal to stay quiet about Donald Trump's election lies. The action came by voice vote during a brief but racist closed-door meeting on Capitol Hill. The Wyoming Republican gave an unrepentant final speech, warning her colleagues that the former president was leading them toward, quote, destruction. They booed. Her removal reflected the party's intolerance for dissent and unswerving loyalty to Trump. After the meeting, Cheney said she was committed to doing, quote, everything I can to ensure that the former president never again gets near the Oval Office. To replace Cheney as their number 3, Republican leaders have united behind Representative Elise Stefanik of New York, a one-time moderate-turned-Trump loyalist. If elected, the top 3 House Republican leadership posts will be held by lawmakers who voted not to certify President Biden's victory. It seems like a strategic plan there. Number 3, a CDC advisory panel endorsed the Pfizer-BioNTech vaccine for children 12 to 15. Officials predicted that immunizations would begin quickly nationwide. The decision, which the CDC director is expected to approve later today, was the final step toward making the Pfizer vaccine available to that age group, removing an obstacle to school reopenings and cheering millions of families weary of pandemic restrictions. Vaccine hesitancy remains a roadblock, however. A recent poll showed that only about 30% of parents would get their children vaccinated right away. And then there's a large number who aren't hesitant but still haven't gotten the vaccine. Some 30 million people in the U.S. have yet to get the shot for reasons that are more complex. 4, the Seychelles won acclaim for becoming the world's most vaccinated nation. Now the island is battling a surge of coronavirus infections, including among the fully vaccinated. The Seychelles relied heavily on China's Sinopharm vaccine and its push to inoculate more than 60% of its population. Now the outbreak is making some question the choice of vaccine. Scientists are warning that the developing nations that choose to use the vaccines from China could end up lagging behind countries using vaccines with stronger efficacy numbers. In other virus news, international donors have raised millions of dollars to help India during its COVID crisis, but the Modi administration has put hurdles in place for overseas organizations and guided the money to officially endorsed groups. 5. The Colonial Pipeline began resuming operations, its operator said. It had been shut down since last week after a ransomware attack. The company said it would take, quote, several days for the supply chain to return to normal. The shutdown had begun to cause panic buying that left thousands of outlets of gasoline out of gasoline in the southeast, like the one in Benson, North Carolina, pushing up regional fuel prices. In other business news, consumer prices rose in April at their fastest pace since 2008, a jump that could resonate on Wall Street as investors worry about inflation. The consumer price index climbed 4.2% from a year earlier. A top Fed official said he was surprised but added, quote, "This is one data point." Let's see. Stocks had their worst day since February. On another business side note. 6. Wildfires are bigger and starting earlier. Flooding is more common. The air is getting hotter. Even the pollen season is beginning sooner. Those were a few takeaways from the federal government's most comprehensive and up-to-date account of the effects of climate change, its first since 2016. Among the findings, the frequency of heat waves has tripled since the 1960s, and in some places the sea level relative to the land rose more than 8 inches between 1960 and 2020. New baseline data for temperature, rain, snow, and other weather events reveal how the climate has changed in the U.S. These maps show the new, quote, normal for weather. 7. Only 44 people are said to have reached the summit of all 14 of the world's highest mountains. Now researchers are raising doubts about their accomplishments. At the center of the debate is the definition of a summit. Researchers are studying all the key ascents through photographs and written accounts, trying to place climbers in precise locations. Of the 44 climbers, there are 7 with blatant shortcomings in at least one of their ascents, said Eberhard Dragowski, who has spent 40 years chronicling the climbs. In some instances, they stop just a few meters short, whether by accident or tradition. Quote, "There are no two possibilities," Dragowski said. Quote, "There is only one. A summit is not halfway or 99% of the way." 8. One of the world's longest running experiments is sending up sprouts. Last month, I told you about a team of scientists who dig up bottles of seeds buried in 1879 to learn whether they would still grow after years of dormancy. Grow they did, 11 as of Tuesday. One of the seedlings is a bit of a mystery, but the rest are most likely Verbascum blattaria, commonly known as moth mullein, a tall, jaunty flowered herb that has emerged as the experiment's undisputed champ. With so many new gardeners this past pandemic year, presumably some are having their first close encounters with poison ivy. Yes, it's irritating, but poison ivy also has some unappreciated superpowers, our garden expert writes. Number 9. The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame announced its class of 2021, and nearly half of the 15 inductees are women. Among them are Tina Turner, the Go-Go's, and Carole King, along with Jay-Z, Foo Fighters, and Todd Rundgren. The lineup comes after years of criticism that the Hall's inductees at the marble bust in the Pantheon of Rock were too homogeneous and excluded women. 7 in this year's class are female artists. In other pop culture news, Ellen DeGeneres will end her daytime talk show next year after a steep decline in ratings this season and accusations of a toxic workplace. And finally, another shot in the spritz wars. 2 years ago, the drinks expert Rebecca Pepler made a bold statement that triggered indignation on the internet. The Aperol spritz is not good. Pepler is back with another spritz take, this time with a nod to North Central Italy, and one that is likely to cause less outrage. Lambrusco, gently sparkling, low alcohol, and often budget-friendly, quote, makes for an earthy spritz that leans toward the right side of crushable, Pepler writes. Just add grapefruit juice, sparkling water, and bitters. It's also refreshing on its own and comes in a variety of styles from dry to sweet, red to rosé. And that is your Wednesday evening briefing. I hope the middle of your week is going okay, because you are hater proof. If that's what you are, you listen to these episodes, then you are guaranteed to be hater proof. Because I'm pretty sure it's a hate out there somewhere. Mad because you listening to this podcast. Okay? But, yeah, I think that is it. But I have also gotten my idea for my Sunday project brief. So tune in for that. To the next one, folks. Enjoy the rest of your 24 hours. Fantastic.
Right now, inside the place, a big other one, Jay-Z and B. Slowing down the dance to a different type of speed. Here what? You know I'm cool, I treat them on the beats. You know, a blood clot beats.
Let's make love in the summertime, yeah. On the sands, beach sands, make plans to be in each other's arms. Yeah.
Let it breathe,
Yeah.
let it breathe.
I wanna drown in the depths of you, yeah, 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 yeah. When the water's so blue,
So blue, so blue.
so blue, so blue. I need to take my time, oh yeah, show you something real,
So real.
so real,
Let it
so
breathe.
real,
Let it breathe.
so real. I want you to come inside right now, so you know just how I feel, how I feel.
Let it breathe.
We never been this far from the shore. We might not ever go back anymore. Got you all of your emotions, hit you with the force, then tell me your desires. I won't ever tire. You rather play the game than to throw the fight. Boy, you know that ain't right. Need your affection, I need that attention. Up and down motion, I'm swimming my ocean. Yeah, yeah. Let's make love in the summertime, yeah. On the sands, beach sands, make plans to be in each other's arms.
Let it breathe. Let it breathe.
I wanna drown in the depths of you, yeah, yeah. When the water's so blue.
I brought my sand to the beach, hopped out the land with the sheep, skin rugs on the floor. We hugged, made love on the seats. We tried to hide in the hills. We watched the sky turn peach. Summer's light, summer's night. It's like Christ's masterpiece. She tastes like Corona Light, sweet. Even the lime got a squeeze. She gave me a little swig to chase behind my weed. If I could stay in her hair forever, that'd be fine by me. I don't have no concept of time, even with a rose gold concept on me. I remember summer nights in the projects, bullet rounds interrupting my cheek. When the worst thing that could happen, zipped up his jacket and ran back down the street. In Bel Air, only the nights get cold. I wrap the yellow jacket around me. It's not lost on me. Music has my kids sound asleep.
Ooh, let's make love in the summertime, girl. On the sand beach and make plans to be in each other's arms.
Let it breathe.
Yeah.
Let it breathe.
I need to take my time to show you something real.
So real.
This is
So
real. I want you to come inside right now, so you know just how I feel. How I feel. Let's make love in the summertime. Let's make love in the summertime. Be in each other's arms.
Let it breathe.
Let's make love in the summertime. On the sand beach and make plans to love in each other's arms.
Love never change, you know, people change, you know. Love never change. Love is universality. Love is going to express itself as a form of forgiveness and compassion, you know, for each other, you know.
Not a pair in the rap game, but I'm really playing solitaire. Even if we ever had the same dick before, don't get confused, we're not the same hoe. I don't give a fuck what he did prior to me. Only thing that matter when he did when he knew me. Ayy, look at all this blue cheese. Spent that on my jewelry. He know I'm the hoe cool. She is just a two-piece. First we were just fucking. Now that nigga love me. You need him for support. Together we make money. Take the pussy out his mouth, then put it back in. Before I walk through, niggas know I need the back end. Real hot girl, use the pussy like a weapon. Make him think he finna fuck, then never let him. I got the whole freezer on my neck. Hoes acting petty, but I got the new protect. I ain't say it first, but I'm better than the rest. Hoes throwing shots, but I stay with the best. Hoes throwing shots, but I'm thinking like the Matrix. I ain't seen a bitch pop shit like me yet. Anything I ever seen you do was on D-Net. Every bar spit hard, so the beat erect. Hoes let her play with me until I let it eject. Stomping hoes out in some shoes they ain't seen yet. Hoes let her sneak this, yeah, bitch, I seen it. You ain't say it to me when you see me, you don't mean it. Real fucking hot girl shit. You know, young Tina Snow still going hard on the hoe. Yeah.
Some of y'all came from the slaves that told on the runaways, and it shows. Thank you for tuning in. Enjoy your next 24 hours. On to the next one.